Hey Kickstart, it's Ethan. It's October 5th, and this week's topic is resources. I'm going to try and make it quick. I did some brainstorming and tried to, pare it all down to the most useful stuff. So I'm going to start locally. I live in Western Mass. Specifically, I live in Northampton, Mass. And the Stonewall Center at UMass Amherst is a pretty good resource. It's probably the first connection that I ever had to the trans community, which was when I was in college at UMass. The center has a pretty good library of books and movies. They might run groups, I'm not really sure about that, but I will put their information underneath the video. The Rainbow Times is a great resource. It is a monthly newspaper for the LGBT community, and it is very trans inclusive, which we all know is not always the case. But the Rainbow Times has monthly columns from 2 trans women, trans man, and other than that, it's also just inclusive. So it's a good resource, and their website is great because it also has a calendar of local events, which I look at all the time to see what's happening around me. There's the Massachusetts Transgender Political Coalition, which has an excellent website, and that's useful for anybody who's in Massachusetts. And there's also a lot of information there that would help people who are not from Massachusetts. But their website has a resource tab, and you can find health information, just general Trans 101 stuff. There are how-to guides. There's pretty much everything there. And there's also a ton of information about what that group is trying to accomplish politically in the state, and it helps you if you want to, be involved and be politically active. Let's see. There are also tons of other things on the web. I certainly cannot give you an exhaustive list of all the things that you can find online. YouTube is obviously a great resource. You can pretty much find anything you are interested in on YouTube, or at least I have been able to. There's also Hudson's F2M resource guide, which is pretty comprehensive. I don't use it all the time, but when I was first coming out, I did. There's the Trans Enough website, which has a resource tab. Again, more information there. I also just read other blogs. Matt Cayley's blog, tranifesto.com, is a great resource. Matt is a great resource. He's been an excellent source of information for me. Read the Original Plumbing blog and the magazine. That's a good resource. There's the upcoming Transcending Boundaries conference, which is in Springfield this year, and that seems like it'll be awesome, so I think that's it. Let's see. Oh, there's one more website. I know bathrooms are a huge issue for most of us, so there is the safetopee.org, but that is a great search tool, so you can put in your location and it will tell you the bathrooms that are nearby that are gender neutral, or just good to use. And the only other thing I wanted to say was that I have read about 1.5 million books. It's a slight exaggeration, but I've been reading constantly since I started to think about gender and consider transitioning. And so many of the books I've read have been great resources for me, far too many to mention here. The one book that I want to say is Kate Bornstein's My Gender Workbook, because she walks you through different questions, and there were topics to journal about, and it really helped me to get my mind around all that I was thinking about gender and to understand how I define myself, or don't define myself, if that's how it is. It's a good book. So if you're looking for something that will help you to just make sense of how you feel, that is the one I would recommend. I think that's it for me this week. So I hope that you have a good week, and I will see you next week. Bye.